It was a quiet evening in the heart of San Francisco. The city's streets were alive with energy, but one man sat unnoticed on a cold sidewalk. That man was Elon Musk, disguised as a homeless person. For years, Musk had wondered what life was like for those less fortunate, for those who lived every day fighting to survive. He decided to step into their shoes for a day to experience their struggles firsthand. Dressed in old, tattered clothes, Musk positioned himself near a busy corner. He held a simple cardboard sign that read, "Just hungry. Please help." As hours passed, he watched people walk by. Some glanced his way but quickly looked away. Others ignored him entirely, as if he didn't exist. Each moment made him feel smaller, more invisible. At one point, a man in a suit stopped, not to help, but to scold him. "Why don't you get a job instead of begging?" the man muttered before walking away. Musk, stunned by the remark, realized just how cruel the world could be to those in need. This wasn't just indifference, it was active hostility. As the sun began to set, Musk grew cold and hungry. The sound of laughter from nearby restaurants and the sight of families enjoying their evening made him feel isolated. For the first time in years, he felt completely powerless. Then, a group of teenagers walked past, one of them kicking over Musk's small collection of coins as they laughed. He said nothing, choosing instead to pick up the scattered coins quietly, but the humiliation stung. Moments later, a young woman named Sarah approached. She looked no older than 22, carrying a worn-out backpack and a kind smile. In her hands was a small bag of food and a bottle of water. Without hesitation, she knelt down and handed them to Musk. "Here you go, sir," she said gently. "I hope this helps, even just a little." Musk, touched by her kindness, looked up. "Thank you," he said. "What made you stop?" Sarah replied, "Everyone deserves kindness. You never know what someone's going through." Sarah sat beside him, ignoring the curious stares of passers-by. She asked if he was okay and if there was anything else she could do to help. Musk shook his head and said, "You've done more than enough." They began talking. Sarah shared her story, a college student juggling 2 jobs while trying to pay her tuition. Despite her struggles, she believed in helping others whenever she could. "I don't have much," she admitted, "but I know what it feels like to struggle. If I can make someone's day a little better, it's worth it." Musk listened intently, deeply moved by her words. Before Sarah left, she turned back and said, "Take care of yourself, okay?" That evening, Musk returned to his car, still disguised but reflecting deeply on the day's events. He couldn't shake Sarah's kindness from his mind. He decided he had to do something to repay her. The next day, Musk, now dressed in his usual sharp attire, visited the small cafe where Sarah worked. He watched her for a moment as she greeted customers with a smile despite her obvious exhaustion. Finally, he approached her. "Sarah," he said, "do you remember me?" Sarah, startled, replied, "Yes? You were the man on the street." "That was me," Musk said with a gentle smile. "My name is Elon Musk. Yesterday, I wanted to see the world from a different perspective, and you reminded me of something invaluable: compassion." He handed her an envelope. Inside was a letter offering to pay her tuition in full, along with a note that read, "Thank you for your kindness. The world needs more people like you." Sarah's hands trembled as she read the letter. Tears filled her eyes. "I don't know what to say. Thank you so much." Musk replied, "Don't thank me. Just promise to keep spreading kindness." But Musk didn't stop there. Over the next few weeks, he launched a new initiative aimed at addressing homelessness and poverty. Inspired by Sarah's kindness, he called it Project Compassion. Sarah became an ambassador for the project, sharing her story at events and inspiring others to act. Musk and Sarah worked together, organizing outreach programs, funding shelters, and providing education opportunities for those in need. At one event, Musk stood on stage and said, "This experience reminded me of one simple truth. Kindness has the power to change lives. It doesn't take much, just the willingness to see someone and show that you care." Sarah followed his speech, saying, "If one small act of kindness can inspire a movement, imagine what we can all do together." The story of Musk's experiment and Sarah's kindness spread worldwide, inspiring people from all walks of life. Musk, reflecting on the journey, said, "The real lesson here isn't just about giving. It's about listening, understanding, and standing up for those who are too often overlooked."